Happy New Year, everyone. Welcome back to Debbie's World. Sorry I haven't been around for a few weeks, but I had that terrible flu that's been going around. So anyway, I'm back to doing my videos, and I wanted to tell you about something that I did 2 days before Christmas that's pretty exciting. So if you want to find out what that is, stick around. Okay, so let me give you a little back history. 12 years ago, I had some plastic surgery done. I had a brow lift, upper eyes, and cheek implants. I didn't do anything for 12 years. In 2012, I made an appointment for filler. I desperately wanted to fill in the tear trough area under my eyes, and I chickened out and didn't do it. And then in 2014, I made another appointment for filler, and I ended up not doing it again. But in 2017, I made the decision that I was definitely going to take care of the areas, the 3 areas that were bothering me. I made my appointment. It was for December 21st. And even though I was mourning over my dog dying and a bunch of other things were going on at work, I decided to follow through with my appointment. And that's what this video is about. I got Botox and Juvederm. So what I wanted to do, so I'll start off by telling you what I wanted, what happened, how I feel about the experience, do I like it, would I do it again, and the cost. So basically, I went back to the doctor that had done the work on my face 12 years ago. His name is Bruce Chisholm. I totally trust him. He's here in Rancho Mirage, California. And made my appointment. Like I said, I went in and I had already talked to my friends, and I wasn't really sure on the price before I went in there, but I knew that I wanted to do 3 different things. And I asked my friends, well, what do you think I should do if I can't afford to do everything? And they said, definitely around your mouth. So let's start with that. So on your face, I have what we call the nasal labial folds, which are these deep laugh lines, and then of course smoker's lines around the lip. Now I don't smoke, but as you age and you lose fat in your face, you start to get these little lines above the lip. So that was definitely something that I went there to have filled in with Juvederm. The second area that was super important to me was the tear trough area under the eyes. I had for many, many years, more than 12 years, I had this indentation. I called it the dip. And so no matter how much concealer I put on, I could see all these variations in tones of color. So I never was happy. I would put the concealer and then I would see the dip and I didn't like it, and I knew that I hoped one day to have that fixed. So that was area 2. And then area 3 is called, that was Botox. So Juvederm would be under the eyes. So Botox was for the forehead. And I wanted to get rid of the 11s, and I also wanted some lift on the back side of my brows. As I've been aging, my brows have been drooping, and with the hooded eye and the drooping of the brow area, it wasn't looking at all the way I wanted to look. So those were my 3 areas that I went in. So I go in, and I'm all excited, a little nervous because I had Botox like 12 years ago when I had my surgery, and I thought it hurt, so I was a little nervous, but also really excited that things would be improved. I mean, it had been 12 years since I did anything, so I was excited. So I go into the treatment room. I told the first nurse what I wanted to do, and this is what they did for me. I don't know that they do this with everyone, or that where you would go they would do this, but I had a whole numbing situation. So they put a numbing cream or a numbing gel. That's the first thing. Before that though, I will tell you the one negative is I am so against SD alcohol. I don't like it on my face. I wouldn't let anyone at Sephora or Ulta ever wipe my face with any alcohol, SD alcohol. Very picky about it. It breaks my face out. It inflames my skin. So unfortunately, to get filler, they have to take a little swab and do alcohol, the SD alcohol everywhere they're going to be doing any type of inserting of the filler. So that was the first thing that was awful for my skin. The second thing is I really think that the numbing gel is also another caustic chemical on your face that I found. I think it kind of dried my skin out a little bit, so not too thrilled about those two things, but you have to do that if you're going to do the filler. Okay, so they numbed my face, they cleaned my face, then they numbed my face, and then I also was going to be having injections of, I think, lidocaine. So the doctor came in, we had all of our pleasantries, I hadn't seen him in a few years, and he proceeded to do the Novocaine, I think in my forehead, and then they opted to do what they call a dental block. Now the reason they did the dental block was because apparently it's very sensitive above your lip, so it's very painful and sensitive, so they did Novocaine inside my mouth, from what I remember, like two injections. So something went inside my mouth that was also to numb. Then I waited 20 minutes and I was completely numb. I couldn't even really talk, and that was kind of fun. So my whole face was numb, my mouth was numb, and the doctor came back in, and I sort of feel like it was like Edward Scissorhands now from that movie. And I don't mean that in a negative way, it was kind of cool. I just could feel like the needle going in and inserting, and he was here, he was there, he was down here, he was everywhere. So it went by very fast. I think I had more than 20 injections, if that's possible. I'm going to ask him when I see him again. I'll explain why I'm going to go back in the next couple of weeks, but I'm going to ask him how many injections, just for fun. I thought there were 50 little needle marks, but I don't think that's true. 20 maybe, or even less. So it wasn't painful. I don't think it was painful. A little uncomfortable, but not painful. Okay, so they wiped everything off. They gave me an ice pack. I went and paid the bill. So let me tell you about the bill. So when I had Botox 12 years ago, I think it was like $375 just for the forehead. That's all I had done. So I had the forehead, the under eye area, and around my mouth. So my bill was $1,000. And I know that sounds like a lot of money, but if you do things just in sections, it would have been, $375, $400, $375. So I think because I combined almost my entire face, it was expensive. But I had saved up for the entire year. It was a really big deal. I hadn't done anything in 12 years, so I don't think that I was obnoxious or frivolous or any of those things. I think it was a very sound decision, and I'm proud of myself for saving the money and for following through on something. So anyway, so I got in the car, and the thing is that I decided I was going to go back to work. My recommendation is don't go back to work. That wasn't a good idea. I was numb, I was swollen, I was red. So I go back to work, I work 5 hours. I'll just sort of like wrap it up. I had bruising under my eyes. I had some bruising over here. I had some swelling right here. But in, 15 days later, it's all gone. And okay, so what do I think about the filler? Love the top part for the Botox. Love, love, love the way my brows are sitting. Love what happened under my eyes. I am so happy I could cry. I have never seen my eyes be filled in. I can do concealer straight across. I can do the V now. Love. The only area that I want to have continued on, and I'm sure you can see it, is around my mouth is still grandma-ish. I call it the grandma face. I still see these deep lines, and there's still some stuff around here that I want to fix. So I'm going to go back. They've already agreed to see me again, and I'll let you know how that goes. So all in all, it was a wonderful experience. Juvederm, Botox, yes, I would do it again. I'm going to keep it up. I'm not going to let it go like I did the last time. I'm certainly not going to wait 12 years. I will most likely do a freshen, like a refresh or whatever, like in 6 months to 8 months. And I will be vigilant and diligent about this, because I really think I see sort of like a different, like the younger version of me again, which is kind of cool. And by the way, I am going to be 59 years old in April, so I'm like hanging on here, trying to like preserve what's left of my youthful face, and that's why I'm doing this. So anyway, that's it. I hope you enjoyed my video. I hope I gave you some good information so that you can possibly go get filler. And you know what? I would love for you to subscribe if you haven't subscribed. I'm going to be doing some amazing, great videos over the next few months that I think that you'll enjoy. And if you would like to comment, please tell me, do you do fillers? What fillers have you done? You know, what do you think about my face? I'm going to be also showing different pictures from the past so you can sort of get an idea of what I had done. And that's it for now. Thanks again, you guys. You guys mean everything to me. And again, I hope you have a great day, great morning, or great afternoon, wherever you are, and you take care.